basically, it was, I think, officially after advent of Britain that Mr. Ellis and his committee finalized the inclusion of 52 characters in Sindhi alphabet. Now that was nothing new, but actually the different shapes of Sindhi letters that were in use before, they were just coordinated, and the final shape came to 52. And I am thankful to Abdo Sahab. He other day wrote that there were two more, a La shape and a Je shape. So now that would make it 54. So far so good. That was nice. And for last a century and a half almost, something more, we have been dealing with it. We have had other alternatives of writing Sindhi language. That was Khudabadi. And Abdul Sahab, I think Khudabadi is quite different from Devanagari. Devanagari is quite different Sanskrit script. Khudabadi was local one. And we had, besides Hojki, we had Ladai Moda. Modas were actually the letters without any vowel matra. So it would read exactly the same as Nur, Nar, Nar, Nari, things like that. So why? Because the vowel signs were not there. The most complete alphabet we have, that of Panini, that we have got, that is based on modern phonetic principles, beginning with Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, Ga, Nga, and Cha, Cha, Ja, Ja, Nya, Nya, Ta, Ta, Da, Da, Na, Ta, Tha, Da, Dha, Na, Pa, Pa, Ba, Ba, Ma. So this is very natural and sequential, but we are still following the I think they say that it originated in Egypt. What we have got, Abjid Ho, Was, Hutti, Kaleman, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Kappa, Lambda, Mu, Ni, Ka, La, Ma, Na, K, L, M, N. So we have got basically the same pattern, and that was adopted. Now the problem in these, although 52 was quite a big number, almost double of English. English had 26, so this 52 doubles that. And a misconception is still going on among our literate group, that because we have the double of English, so we can pronounce each and every sound of other languages, which defies the reality. Although English has the half of our number, but we are unable to pronounce many English sounds as well. Similarly, we are not able to pronounce all the letters that we have included, all the Arabic ones that we have in our alphabet. Okay, so at present we have got this system, this scheme, that the 52 that we are following that. Now the problem with this is that there is no inbuilt vowel system in it, neither vowel signs nor vowel letters. So vowel letters that we have got, they say Waw, Alif, Ye. Okay. Oh, this was Je and Law. So I'm sorry, Je we couldn't find out. So this is how my friend Noor Ahmad helped me with. Okay. So these are the vowels. They should have been inbuilt, and they are not inbuilt. It was just supposed that because the theory, mistaken theory, that because it is our mother tongue, so we know all. Now it's not only this, our language, but the Arabic language and Hebrew language and many other languages, they do not contain any vowels within them. But the Hindi, Sanskrit, they have got inbuilt ones. Okay, so now without in that absence, we have got problem to pronounce the words correctly. And well, next we'll have that. Okay, now we have got a set of what we call aspirants. Bha, tha, tha, dha, cha, pha, kha, etc. And two we wrote with assimilation of ha sound, ja and gha. Okay. Now, I think our alphabet remains incomplete without inclusions of vowels, because that just I wanted earlier. So, vav, alif, ye, they are basically as consonants rather than vowels. Vowels are there; they are not taught. We teach them just like our Qaida Baghdadi. Now, this is the set of sounds that was not included, and that was not supposed to be the part of Sindhi alphabet. Now, later on, some of our textbook writers, they thought it appropriate to include this, not only this, but the whole kak, a, e, u, things like that. Right. Okay. Yes. Now, we have got another problem, that we have got paired sounds, which we have got only dialectical origin. In Upper Sindh, north of Sakand, I suppose, we have got an inclusion of a ra sound with the tra and a ra sound with the dra. So we have got George Stack, he has recorded both the sounds, ta and tra, da and dra. So the people who just reminded that well, there should be a tra sound and dra sound, they were bitterly criticized. They said that heta unasa hath churand pai thi. So, but now they are quite different phonemes, and they are the parts of Sindhi sound system. So these are they should be dealt with separately. They have got their own different meanings. Although we in lower Sindh, we are we will say deaf to these sounds. We'll say all putra hedhatach drukta sahi, but they'll say drukta sahi putra hedach. So this is that. But then there are, Stack has mentioned the sounds that are quite different, as takku and trakku, things like that, and there are many more. I'm sorry I couldn't bring the list. Okay. Yes. Yes. I'm coming to that. And then we have got, these are the dialectical differences. These are now very mistakenly a scholar of ours who has presented his PhD thesis. He thinks that, well, not only this, these two pairs, O and Au, and A and I. So again, this is that there are friends from Upper Sindh, they can't pronounce I, Khairat, they'll say Khairat. They can't say Bait, but they'll say Bet. So, and again, Saukho, they'll say Soko, right? Aukho, they'll say Okho. So these are two sets of vowels that again, the later ones are diphthongs basically. O is monophthong and Au is diphthong, and A is monophthong and I is diphthong. So these diphthongs, both the pairs, they do not appear in our particular dialect. Now the problem is that a standard language must have one set. Now there are numerous dialects of say English language than we have of Sindhi. But then they have got one system for the standard pronunciation, standard spelling, and that is the academic English that will be all over the world, that will be the same. Now we do not have the same owing to certain lapses here and there. Now I'm not going into the detail, but they are the parts, right. In English, there used to be received pronunciation, RP. The dictionaries still mention RP, although no one is following RP these days. Those are Victorian days where RP was there. But even then, that's some sort of standardized pronunciation that goes there. Australians will say die, this make Mike. So somebody who went to UK and he was stopped by a policeman. So he said, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know the rules. I have come here only to die. So he said, you have chosen a wrong place to die. So today he would say to die. Similarly, okay, now here we have got another thing. We have got these two, I say, naturalized fricatives. The euluvial fricative gha and glottal fricative kha. Now they are naturalized very well. They have been assimilated by Sindhi language, and yet a dialect and a majority of the speakers, they are not able to say, so they'll say, they can't say gha, but they'll say ga, galat hai. Ji, oh, thank you. And then khat dado galat hai. So this is, I think this is the lives of the teachers. Well, I and Shams, we were being educated, our teachers, they beat us through so that we'll say kha and gha. Now, this reminds me of a joke that a Maulvi Sahib was teaching a child about ha. So he said, hai halwa halak se nikale, hai halwa halak se nikale. Then a boy's mother was passing by, so she knew that it was her boy. So she said, Maulvi Sahib, बच्चे के हलक से हलवा नहीं निकाले, मैं घर से भेज देती हूँ. Okay, and thank you very much. This is all that I have to say.